Good morning, everyone. Namaste. We are going to continue reading about Neville Goddard's handbook, Manifestation Techniques and Teachings. And we are on You Can Change Your Past still. And I want to reread the quote that's here. Do not waste one moment in regret, for to think, feeling of the mistakes in the past is to reinfect yourself. Turn from appearances and assume the feelings that would be yours were already the one you wish it to be. And that's by Neville Goddard. So we're going to continue reading on that chapter, and it is still learning about Dr. Dispenza, Dr. Joe Dispenza, if you've never heard of him. He's very big following on YouTube. It says, assertion that we often misremember our past alongside research suggests that our memories are malleable and influenced by our current emotional state. Absolutely. Underscores the potential for revision as a transformative tool. The techniques allow us to actively reshape our past, altering its influence on our present and future. Neville emphasizes the importance of forgiveness as a component of revision. Absolutely. Forgiving ourselves, forgiving others, and the circumstances that caused us pain frees us from the chains of the past and enabling us to craft a new future. He asserts, revision is the greatest importance of the motives is to change oneself. When there is sincere desire to be something different, when the longing is to awaken the ideal active spirit of forgiveness. Without imagination, man remains a being of sin. Man either goes forward to imagination or remains imprisoned in his senses. To go forward is to imagination is to forgive. Forgiveness is the life of the imagination. The art of living is the art of the forgiving. Forgiveness is, in fact, experiencing in imagination the revised vision of the day, experiencing in imagination what you wish you had experienced in the flesh. Every time you really forgive, that is, every time one relives the event as it should have been lived, one is born again. So you can actually go back in the past to, and this is like a part of like QTTR or QRRT, healing mechanism is to actually go back to an instance and reimagine the instance going differently than what it went before. By you doing that is very powerful to reshape your subconscious mind, and which is where you store a lot of your hate, anger is up in your subconscious mind because your mind cannot physically deal with the emotions of all that hurt and pain that you're carrying. Again, I have a master's in psychology. I used to interview children for my county for when bad things would happen to them. And just understand that if people are doing negative things in this world, if they are putting negativity out there, it is because they're suffering and they are in pain. Narcissists have had a very difficult childhood. More than likely, they were unloved, they were unseen, they did not feel significant. More than likely, there is probably some sort of physical and mental and maybe even more types of, trauma to them. So understand that you don't have to take on the burden and pain of other people. You can choose to rewrite your story and understand that it's their pain that they tried to take out on you, but you can rewrite it in your mind. Sai Baba, Jesus Christ, Mother Mary, Mother Magdalene, Kuan Yin, Krishna, Buddha. They are all people that you can really turn to amongst the many others that you can really turn to God, surrendering it to God, but you can really turn to them as mentors because they have had a very difficult life and they have turned their life and their soul around. So Kuan Yin had a very difficult childhood, and that is how she ascended through. And more than likely, if you signed up for a very difficult life, it's because this is a school of mastery and you wanted to learn to find the love within yourself that you did not receive as a child or whenever the situation was. Thus, to navigate towards the life we desire, we must first address and revise our past. Holding on to unresolved trauma from our past only hinders our present, but shapes our future in its imagine. The present moment offers us the canvas to paint a masterpiece with the palette of our desires, dreams, and aspirations. Why then should we allow the past to dictate our strokes of our brush? Embracing forgiveness, both of ourselves and others, marks the first step forward to liberation from the past. Making the conscious decision to not let the past define our present and future is the essence of taking responsibility for our lives. If we do so, the universe will then align, providing us with the resources to excel and thrive. As we conclude this exploration of Neville Goddard's teachings of the power of revising the past and embracing forgiveness, we are reminded that the transformative potential that lies within each of us. Through conscious effort, we can transcend the limitation of our past experiences and open the door to a future filled with infinite possibilities. So I absolutely adore Neville Goddard, and he is somebody I really turn to. That is, I believe, an ascended master here on earth, helping us to learn and grow as he did. So I love you all. I hope this helps. Have a blessed day, and namaste.